What's up? Good evening. Late stream tonight. How you guys doing? Oh my gosh. Show cat. Cat is gone. I have shooed the cat out of my life. I am back to myself. Just worrying about me, myself, and I. No one to worry about. No one to depend upon me. You know, it's all good. No responsibility. Yeah. Good, great stuff. You know, I do not miss those cuddles. Not at all. Seem fresh already? I'm beat today, chat. I've been just hydrating, and I've eaten an embarrassingly amount of bad food. I literally had pizza, ice cream, and a cheeseburger for freaking dinner. I was just so done with it. So done with it. You put into rescue center? I did not put in rescue center, John. It is at my it's at my brother's, which he has another cat, and it's also my brother, my sister and brother-in-law, and my parents all live on the same property. They live on like a pretty big estate. So anyhow, that cat's getting all the attention and love. It'll infinitely more than I would ever give it. So nothing to feel bad about. I did not take a nap today. I unexpectedly got called in to do a lot of work, and so yeah, I was busy with work quite a bit today. But anyhow, one thing, as you guys not figured out, that happened today was I finally got this stupid. Where's it at? I should like frame it. This stupid postcard, chat. I've been waiting for this postcard for literally 2 months, and I finally got it because they send you a pin to activate your AdSense account so you can get fully monetized on YouTube. So I put it in earlier, and so I've pretty much onboarded. The one things that I need to do, which I thought was, I need to establish. So this is kind of different with than compared to Twitch. So on YouTube, you can establish how much the different memberships cost. So on YouTube they're called memberships. On Twitch they're called subs. So memberships you can establish from any amount, like any amount of money. Like you can do as low as like $2 a month, and whatever perks you want to add to that, and you have multiple levels of memberships, and you could have a $100 membership or a $50 membership, you know, whatever. And there's a ton of different perks that you can. There's a lot more customization on YouTube compared to Twitch on what you can establish for the different perks for those different membership levels. So pretty darn cool. You also, from my understanding, you can have you can have like several membership levels, not just you can have one, you have two, you have three, you can have four. You might even be able to do more than four. And those include things like you're gonna get emojis back. So I got all my emojis from Twitch. I'm gonna put those on YouTube, and then I'll also no shirtless streams. I'll also can do loyalty badges, so kind of like, you know, so everyone that's been here for longer, you'll get loyalty badges for just like you would on Twitch for your subs. So yeah, lots of good stuff there. Right now, I'm working on just trying to figure out all the, you know, what I can stream gun content wise as well, because it's so weird, chat. There's on other parts of YouTube where it says, hey, you can run ads on this type of content. It doesn't specify whether or not that's live stream or video, and so there's a lot of gun content you can stream on YouTube, or I'm sorry, you can have on YouTube, but you can't stream it. So I mean, it's just this weird, real weird gray area. But anyhow, trying to figure all that out. Are you going to stream gun hunting this year? I think so, Silver Badger. I think so. I'll give you $1. All right, Megan. Well, we'll make a 99-cent subscription deal. Why not just make gun videos then and stream other stuff? So I could make gun videos, sheesh, but I'm just not I don't know what my gun videos would be about, other than, you know, me showcasing different drills, and me just doing my own personal range time by myself with people, which I guess I could do. I mean, I could make a video of that, of my routine and how I train myself, how I make myself better. So I could try that, and I could just post it as a VOD. So that might be something to do. I don't think you'll get in trouble if you try to monetize something you're not meant to like us try. I think we'll just get monetized to do with drum course. Yeah, John McFaddy. The concerns I could get a strike, and so that would be what suck. So Anyhow, take your turn. Yeah, I'm going to take all my TikToks and convert to YouTube Shorts. So one part of the onboarding process is the announcement that they're going to monetize Shorts come January. So that's where I'm like, I'm a little bit conflicted on whether or not I want to put Shorts on YouTube just yet, because they're not going to be monetized until January. So it's one of those things where I don't know if I want them to make it. I don't know if I want to make it viral just yet. You know, or I'm not saying I would have to keep it up, but if I had something go viral before January, well, that's ad revenue I'm not collecting. So I may want to hold off on YouTube Shorts at least until January, and then just start taking all the content I have on TikTok and just every day or two posting a YouTube Short and trying to build up that whole side of things. So I think that's the plan for that. I need to post more videos on TikTok, and you know, if I can get like 50 to 100 videos on TikTok, that'd be awesome. More Kata videos? I mean, I could. I haven't done Kata very often. Copy that, track days. I do have, I'll actually show you some video that I got, chat. This is some pretty crazy video that D's Nuts actually filmed for me. You guys want to check this out? And my brother. So I got 2 sets of videos that they both they got some drone footage of me. Where's it at? I don't know if I want to do that one. Where's it at? Not that one. Of course, I gotta find it now. Here we go. Check this out. Yeah, I could. All right, so here's I'm just gonna jump around and show you guys a little bit of the video he collected that I could absolutely put to music and I think would do really darn well. Here we go. Boom. So I got probably 30 minutes of these different kinds of shots of me climbing. You know, from far, from close, looking up, looking down, you know, far out orbit. Like, I mean, it's just some pretty crazy shots he got of me, you know, climb this tower. And it's all in, I think, record all this in 4K. And, yeah, he would, I mean, there's some pretty cool, I've already thought about all the different, you know, songs I could put to this. He got me going up as well. You know, like, I'm really high up there. So, this is only 600 feet though, yeah. So I need to figure out what type. Hey, what's up, Synapse? I need to figure out what types of video I want to put on TikTok. And like I said, I'm going to take all those videos on TikTok, transplant them over to YouTube Shorts as soon as they allow for full monetization. And then go from there. So yeah, eventually. So this is here in. I don't know if I'm gonna get this here. So before I sell the company, I have a little bit of work to do at 800 feet on a radio tower. My plan is it's a decommissioned radio tower, and that they're not transmitting any FM on it. I've never been to the very top of it, so that means, you know, it's just another extra 150 feet. But I've never been up there. I've been at 900 feet. But there's this one tower where they don't have any FM transmitters, so I don't have to worry about any FM transmission at the top of the tower. But I will climb to the absolute peak of the tower and have drone footage of that, and then, yeah, do that. So, but how many times you peed off a tower? I peed off a tower quite a bit. As you well know, you know, I need to, you know, you know, be very hydrated. I think you can time remap like faster on those drones. I know, Synapse. I just don't have. Hey, Zebra, thank you for the $5 tip. I super appreciate it. Here's my Twitch sub. All right, copy that. Synapse, and that's the thing. I think what I might do and is I just, you know, track days. If you're interested, I'll put all this on a network drive and let you and just see what you can do with this, because yeah, there's a lot of these shots that can be edited. Like I had him do this shot, just anticipating. You know, it's like, hey, that'd be kind of a cool shot from the very ground, just going all the way up and just keeps going and going and going, and you realize, holy smokes, I'm way up there. But I absolutely need to, you know, I honestly probably get like 4 clips out of this. And I probably wouldn't post them all in a row. I'd probably post them, you know, once a week and intermix stuff. This was actually my brother. I'm actually behind. See, that wasn't a very great shot because I'm behind the daggone tower. But you know, but this would be a pretty good shot for you know, or for speeding up. So I do have all of Dee's stuff as well. Dee's did where's it at? This it? Nope, that's not it. This it? Oh yeah, this is, yeah. So this would be cool because this has got me climbing. So there's a little more action shots. So this is a different tower altogether. Not quite as high. It's about 400 feet. So this is my newest deployment, and it is a rat's nest up there of cable because I'm still cleaning it all up. But I can't remember what I did that day. I think I replaced the cable. So same thing, you know. Dee's got this pretty cool shot. Just oh wait, okay, so it's just me climbing. But yeah, I mean it's pretty. I mean might be able to intermix them. I don't know. I just don't have a good eye for this, you know, in terms of editing. I could tell you what looks good, but I can't make it look good, you know. It's that's where the I mean, it's just like you guys all know. You guys all know what a beautiful movie is. Like for instance, like one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen was what was it? Dune. I watched that movie and I was like, the cinematography of that movie, I was like, this is a beautiful, gorgeous movie. I'm like, forget the story. Even the story's great and the action's great and all that stuff. I enjoyed it. But the cinematography of that film, it was like, it was just beautiful. And it's like, you know it's great and you know it's awesome. But yeah, any FPV. So my brother just got the new, 1917 is a good one as well. My brother just got the new DJI FPV drone. And so I might have him do some footage, if he can, of doing some really, you know, cool shots with that. So that would probably be on the next to-do list to get some footage of some tower climbing like that. Because here's the thing, chat, I might not be tower climbing. I don't anticipate ever tower climbing at these heights ever again. Like after I sell the company, like this is it. So it would be good to, you know, probably get this figured out and you know. But yeah, sorry. All these notifications here. I usually get a video and there's hundreds of them out there. Yeah, I'm gonna. Like I said, we'll see if track days. If you want to take a stab at this, we'd super appreciate it and give that a shot. But yeah, I got a lot of. There's a lot of video in here. That Fiverr guy ever make the video? No, this was the video I was going to give to the Fiverr guy. But man, they just, you know, it was the only thing I didn't like about the Fiverr thing is like, look, he's like, well, what kind of video do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I want a quick, I don't know, 10 or 15 second reel. That's something that could potentially go viral. You know, I don't know. This tower looks shady. So this crazy thing about this tower is actually one of the tallest towers in the state. It was the tallest tower in the state of Missouri at one point. Here's what's crazy, chat. They built this thing 50 years ago, and it was never used. We are the first official leaseor on this radio tower. It's a 1,000-foot radio tower, one of the tallest towers in Missouri, and it was the very first. We were the very first leaseor. They never put FM transmitters on it, and it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I need one of those towers in my house to direct some antennas on, just because I told my wife I can more land building. Hey, Synapse, I'm serious. You need help? I'll come out and bring my harness out, and I'll help you. I'll help you do whatever. I can climb these suckers all the time. Is that someone who lost their butt in building this tower? 1010, yes, a company did, and actually got sold here not too long ago. I was going to do next. I get to work on some. Copy that, track days. Let me try to figure out a way to get this to you. I mean, crap. How many? It's probably about 20 gig of video. So it's quite a bit. Make a TikTok telling that story. Which story? Sheesh. I don't want to write out the story of this freaking. You know what's crazy is so chat. Basically, what I do for, you know, if you guys haven't figured this out or heard what I do for work. Oh, well, there's a good shot. So I am right there. So this was our shot at distance. I'm that little speck right there. There's my truck way down there. But so basically what I do is I climb these radio towers, and with this equipment that is at the at height there, which I think, where am I at here? I'm still climbing. Here we go. This might have been way down. 17. Did we get zoomed in here at all? No. Where the frick? These are all out of order. Oh, there we go. So basically, my company, the one I started, we haul up all this equipment up there. So you see all this equipment. So with this equipment up here, we can broadcast. We can get internet out to people in rural areas. So actually, this dish right here, this horn, actually is called an ultra horn. That's actually getting internet from an adjacent horn about 7 miles away, and it's beaming it in. So think of it like directional Wi-Fi. And it's beaming it in at the tower. This is getting internet from. We paid to have fiber trench this water tower, and so we got good fiber internet, and we can get probably 500-600 megabits a second symmetrical through that one horn. And then these other two horns up here, those are all our other backhauls. So they actually communicate with other towers, and we have a interconnecting network. That way, if one link goes down, we can automatically backfeed through some other routes and whatnot. But yeah, so we get, literally, we get 700 symmetrical speeds and sub 10 millisecond latency at this tower now. And if you can see this tower, we're currently getting internet to people off this tower up to 9 miles away. And so it's pretty crazy, the capabilities of this technology, and honestly, it's not too terribly expensive. Now, granted, we're limited by how many people we can service on one particular tower with this particular manufacturer, but yeah, so we take up electrical up there, take up fiber, and our fiber and electrical is all landed in this box, and then we have a switch that connects everything out up to all these different horns, and they communicate to X amount number of customers per 30-degree sector. So there's 12 30-degree horns up there, so they each cover 30-degree sectors. And right now we're kind of capping how many people we get internet to about 20 to 25, depending on usage. So that means in every 30-degree sector all along that tower, we can get the internet conservatively up to about 20 people. So that means that at capacity we could service 240 households off this one tower. And we could do more. But that would require some other more expensive equipment, because we've basically eaten up all the entire band that we're broadcasting on this tower. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting too technical, guys. Just that story about how tall one of the towers. Yeah, I probably don't want to. I mean, not that I would get in trouble. I mean, this is my ground crew. This is being filmed for safety reasons and for having data that we can give to the company who wants to buy us. Is I can say, hey, here's pictures of all the gear that we have in the tower. But I don't know if I necessarily want somebody, finding out exactly where this tower is at. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid. So some successful TikToks include short stories or insight into something, some insight into tower climb, make gains protection. Yeah, that's true. Do you have to be a minimum distance from the tower to hit those antennas? They're pointed straight. Not necessarily. Yes, I mean, there's homes out here. Like, we got internet to all these homes out here. Like, right out here, there's literally like 30 homes, and we're starting to get internet to all of them. All these homes out here. I mean, there's homes all around there we're getting internet to. So, yeah, I mean, they are pointing straight out. But they also have, if you notice, the horns have quite a bit of downward angle, so that really spreads really fast. This is for rural areas. Yes, we focus on delivering internet out to rural areas. Where they don't have any other options. So, case in point, CenturyLink services this area. We had customers calling us saying, hey, my CenturyLink has been down for a month, and they don't have any timeline where they're going to repair it, and they're charging us. Can you come out and help us? And I'm able to come there, and I was actually, so it's kind of funny, I installed internet for one guy last week. He's had CenturyLink for years. The most he's ever speed tested was 2 megabits a second down. I come over and install him, and anytime I install a new client, it's unthrottled. We don't have a speed limit set to the amount of capacity to a client. And I was speed testing like 120, and he's like, "There's no way that's real." I said, "I don't know what to tell you. It's real. I mean, that's typical." I'm like, "We can deliver those speeds. We don't deliver it to every customer because we don't want to oversubscribe bandwidth." But he's like, he was completely and utterly dumbfounded that we were able to deliver internet wireless over so far and literally over 50 times faster than when he has LAN service to him over wireless with sub millisecond latency. So, yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. When I was 20, I was the first one to have broadband in my city. Really? I found a Wi-Fi bar and we did a 40-mile shot. Woof! 40 miles. Holy frick. 802 to 11p. Yeah, that's a long ways. That is a really long ways. So one of the things that we're looking at now is doing 10 mile, is doing 5, trying to keep our links shorter, because at 5 miles we can get 10 gig symmetrical on some of our some other licensed links. So we got push out maybe to 6 or 7, but you have to start issues with rain fade. So there's other frequencies you can get lots more bandwidth through, and people are only utilizing bandwidth. So it's kind of a catch-22. Data needs are getting greater and greater, but at the same time, compression is getting a lot better as well. So, for instance, like as you guys can imagine, most of the internet usage has to do is freaking things like Netflix and Hulu and Twitch and things that are just a constant data stream coming in, especially when you start getting a 4K video. Well, as they get better on compressing that data to alleviate different network demands, that's also less internet bandwidth. So, don't get me wrong. I think there's still a need for greater bandwidth, but it's probably not going to. I would imagine it tapering off at some point because the efficiency by which we transmit data over the internet is probably going to get better. But then right after you purchase, you throw them down 3 megabits. No, so our slowest plan is like 25 by 3, which honestly is more than enough for most people. Our highest capacity plan is around 70 by 10. So yeah, I mean, which is, again, for most people is more than enough. We have most of the esports team in the county on our gaming network. They're playing freaking Overwatch. I know that because it was so funny. Once I installed one member of the esports team, and it was the esports captain, like all the other kids that play on the esports team called us up and got internet from us and were like, hey, can I play Overwatch on your network? So and so called and said you could play internet on or play Overwatch, because these kids are having to go to the local high school to freaking train to play Overwatch, because they're on an esports league. And now they don't have to do that. Is 20-30 seconds millisecond ping good enough for gaming? Oh heck yeah, 1010. That's 20-30 milliseconds. Honestly, sub 100 you can game. I mean, ideally in a perfect world, I'd say sub 70, sub 50 is probably even better. I mean, obviously, the lower the better. But yeah, 20 and 30 is plenty low enough for gaming. Absolutely. How much do you make from this tower climb? I don't make anything. This is my company, so I'm saving money anytime I do this. But yeah, Joel has given wherever he's looking. Yeah, Synapse. I think, did he make a video, or is that Linus that made a video about the point-to-point system he has set up because he lives out in the middle of nowhere? But maybe it was Joel. But yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome, man. I serviced my grandparents' internet with a Yagi antenna from an apartment. There you go. Wondering if there's any health concerns with such high-powered wireless. John, not for this particular equipment, but yeah, it's more so has to do with the power, as you correctly identified. It's not so much the frequency. It's so much it's the power, right? So like FM transmission is, those frequencies are not problematic, but when I climb an FM radio transmission tower, because they're broadcasting at such a high power, it will literally heat your eyeballs up and your testicles. Like those, you will actually feel them warming up, and you're getting irradiated and getting cancer. So that is dangerous. Even though the frequency itself isn't dangerous, it's the actual power at which it's being transmitted at. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff on. I've seen some of our equipment's been damaged, where I've seen the FM transmission off a secondary antenna actually melt 6-gauge copper, like just melt it, like instantly. It's crazy how hot that stuff gets, just because it's picking up enough. It's good. What do they call that? There's a term for it where it's non-contact conductive. What do they call it? Induction. It's a form of induction, but it's just because that copper picks it up and just heats up. It's crazy hot. Yeah, Synapse. I've watched that video. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, would be a good time. Have you seen those lines where he sets wire and does speed? Yeah, that would be pretty fun to do, Synapse. Because I could show, because I actually, this particular tower is one I get internet off of, or will get internet off of at the property. I need to set that up at some point. So it's just the height you should be worried about. Me tower content camera. Yeah, it's not the the height's no big. It's not the issue. It's the fact that you're getting exposed to high powered transmission radios. And transmitters. That's what you got to be worried about. So anyhow, gotten way off topic here. But yeah, I got a lot of freaking awesome videos, and I got more to come. What's up, Justin? Like I said, well, I'm gonna do like freaking King Kong hanging off the tower at the very tip of it, and I think that'd be kind of a cool video. And that'd be really awesome if I could climb at sunset and have like the Kansas City backdrop on there, something like that. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I think that would just be. That'd be insane, and then have a 360 around, around me, and looking down, looking up, getting as much video footage as we could, and then putting that to the most. I mean, again, you put to the trending song of the day, and you go from there. I don't know what I should do. I almost feel like I was like, okay, what else other things I could do while I'm up there on the tower? Like I could be sitting on the tower, like eating lunch, or heck, should I drink a Red Bull and like do like and tag? That'd be something I could tag Red Bull in. I could tag, I don't know, a Jocko Go, or there's so many different things that I could do and tag a product in and potentially have that company like repost it as a story or repost or something like that. And then if it was a beautiful, if it was a high quality type of production video, getting that reposted and have it going really viral. So there's a lot of different things I thought about, but I don't know. My brain just keeps going 1,000 miles an hour. Wouldn't it be a good time for a shot like that? Les Hayes. Yeah, D's. Yeah, for sure. Get sponsored by life insurance. The world's highest Bang energy drink. Yeah, you could do Bang, although I heard Bang's going bankrupt, so maybe not the best company to try to get attention from at the moment. But you see what I mean? I don't know. My brain just goes, I need a social media manager chat. I need someone to kind of focus me. I feel like I'm like a squirrel. Yeah, D's, I think you did. Are you worried about Starlink putting a damper on your sales, a little better speed and cost point? Big rig, no, not necessarily. So we've lost 2 customers to Starlink out of a lot of customers. Not worried about it. So Starlink is actually at capacity right now for the most of the United States. They're opening back up more. Once they get more satellites up, they'll be allowing for more people to get on board next year. So I will say right now, and I assume it would get better, there's a lot of people in the WISP industry that I read about, people jumping back from Starlink back over to fixed wireless because the consistency of speed and latency is so much better. And that's an issue, you could have 100, 200 megabits of capacity on Starlink, but if you're getting latency spikes from 30 milliseconds up to 200 and back down, well, you're gonna get some stuttering and some lag spikes in game and rubber banding that you wouldn't notice that if you're streaming. But if you're trying to game, you're trying to do some you're getting some jitter in there, and you're trying to play, especially at a competitive level. That's not going to work very well. So that's the issue with Starlink. I've heard from a gaming standpoint, but for most, not everyone's gamers. I get that, but that would be the issue with gamers and potentially people that like to need a video conference. Not too worried about it, but but yeah. Can you shoot guns from up there? Could you imagine testing out from a tower? It sounds like illegal, but yeah, that would be pretty cool. Doing some sniper videos from from a tower. I actually, and that's, man, here's what sucks so much about not being able to live stream range stuff on YouTube. I am going to be live streaming gun stuff, but I think what will end up doing is I'll stream gun stuff on TikTok and on another server that actually, or a website that is actually going to be powered by Synapse, which I'm really excited to share. I'm trying to get it finished. I've been so freaking busy with the sale of this company. But anyhow, and then I'll take the video I collect off the live stream and then post it as a VOD on YouTube. That might be the safest, best thing to do. So at least it does take some Roman hand candles up there with you. See, that's probably not something I want over the internet. It's not exactly the safest thing. Probably would look down upon. I would want to try at least model good tower climbing etiquette and safety. I don't want people getting the wrong idea that, because I will say there's a lot of video and stuff out there of people tower climbing from tower climbers that are they're unsafe, they're using bad equipment or wore out equipment. I don't want to be one of those people. I want to establish a good standard for the industry, and not draw that kind of attention. But it would be cool. That would be cool. So yeah, I'll. That's a lot of video I got. I mean, I just got so much of that on here. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do with it, put together. Dancing popular training song tower might go viral and custom. Yeah, I can, twerk off the radio tower. I mean, dance on a pole, whatever. I'm just kidding. These might be unsafe days, but also I have a demolition ranch for my sister right now, so I might have to think of another. Hey, sign up. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. So, are you done tower climbing when you sell your company? I think I very well might be. I don't know. I don't anticipate when I might climb a radio tower, other than it would be just for maybe if I stay as a consultant for the company that I sell to or we sell to. That might be something that happens. So yeah, time to start Rumble channel for live stream range days. Rumble is not something I've gotten into just yet. I probably should go ahead and establish an account and look into adding that to. Basically looking as a kind of a restream platform for when I get out there. I'm getting ready to. Here's my challenge, and this is going back to. I'm just trying, and this is why I want to kind of get your guys' feedback on it, because at the end of the day, you guys are the core community of this channel right now. I used to have 100,000 followers. On Twitch. And I've used to have thousands of people watching at one point in time. There's only 52 of you in here right now. You guys are the core, and I'm super, super humbled and glad you guys are here. But you guys are the core group of, what this community is going to turn into. Because I wholeheartedly believe it's going to get big again. It might take a little while, but I wholeheartedly believe it's going to get big again. It's just a question of I want to lay in that right foundation. So here's my challenge as a streamer and having all these other different platforms is. I don't expect to monetize in the same way on every platform, right? Like, so for instance, I don't expect people to subscribe here and also subscribe on another platform. And, and so it's tough because, I need to do that to some degree, but then again, it's like, I need to have a place to call home. And I need to have a place to try to encourage subscriptions on that one platform, I think. But it's tough because it's just like, it's just difficult. It's just difficult, I'm trying to figure out. I need to get a marketing strategy and marketing plan of growth for that, and that's what I'm struggling with in my head. So yeah. Is there? What happens if you get really popular and you became known as the tower guy, but you sell the company and had no towers? I know, Ben, right? Is there a platform up there you can stand up straight up? No, there's not. I'm trademarking this idea, Steve. You have a video of you ordering someone on Amazon Prime or DoorDash while up in the tower on stage so it gets delivered to you ASAP. There you go, Sea Winner. That'd be pretty cool. We are the real OGs. Yep, you are. Thank you very much, Ira. I appreciate you. TikTok has started subscriptions on live there? Really? So TikTok's has started subscriptions. You get back there for sure. Working around YouTube, Arnold's only issue because it doesn't favor long streams. Already demonstrated on Twitch. A lot of people enjoy your content. Yep. Thank you, John. You need to check out Demolition Ranch. That guy Matt, you can do whatever he does and put your twist on it. Yeah, Big Rug. The only thing that Demolition Ranch does that I don't do is I live stream, right? I don't make VODs and put them up. I probably should. I just don't do that. It just doesn't. I don't want to be a video editor, but maybe I should be one. I don't know. It's such. Live streaming versus editing video is such a different. They're so vastly different. They're so vastly different. I do live because I like engaging with people as I'm streaming and as I'm as I'm making the content. Video content is I put them together, I throw it up there, and then I respond to you in comments. Which is still interactive. Don't get me wrong, but that's the tough part. It is a completely different gear. And probably one that I should be somewhat familiar with, but I'm just not. So I need your input. But so I think right now I'm going to do one. I'm going to activate one super user on YouTube. Or I'm sorry, not one super user. One what do they call it? I got to get all my terminology right. One membership level. So that one membership level is going to be, it's going to be loyalty badges and emotes. I can add more tiers later, from what I understand. So I think we're just going to do one membership tier. Guys, we can get our emojis in there, get our loyalty badges set up, and the question becomes, is what should that cost? I mean, so on Twitch it was $4.99. And then of course your subsequent tiers go up from there. That is the question. And before I get it. You want to be free. See, I get it. Before everyone says, you got to look at it too. The more the channel grows, both in viewership and revenue, the more I can do more stuff. Right? The more I can do, I can buy better cameras. Like right now, I need to drop $1,500 on another camera. Not freaking cheap. I need to constantly buy new cables. I got to pay for data. I need new hotspots. Doing different, trips and stuff like that. That would be really cool. I want to showcase, things like scuba diving and skydiving and doing, doing other crazy stuff that I think you guys would enjoy watching, because I know I enjoy doing them, of course. And I would love to be able to do that. 49 is what's good. What's people charge? Yeah, 49 start with $4.99 seems to be the metric for all that stuff. What's your cut for membership? So with YouTube, it's actually 70-30. I have no problems saying that. With Twitch, I was one of the 70-30 partners, which apparently wasn't that popular. But I was early on, and so I got one of those OG, contracts. So I was getting 70-30. But most people on Twitch are going 50. Well, now it's absolutely going 50-50. So it's awesome that YouTube is just kind of starting out saying, hey, here's 70-30. They've also announced that Shorts will be distributed 70-30 as well. So yeah, I'm good on that front. So it's basically the same amount of money I was making from Twitch I'd be making on YouTube for what they're calling membership revenue. And then that doesn't include, of course, donations and any ad revenue. So the past month and a half, I haven't been monetized at all. So I've made $0 from any YouTube. I don't know where I made $16 at some point. There's $16 sitting in my account. That's all I got. But didn't know. Yeah, I was on a 70-30 deal, Mac. I don't know. I think I became a partner before there was ever a partnership legit program with Twitch. They didn't have, they didn't have, hit all these different metrics and apply. It was one of those, it was like, I can't remember, I think it was just like an invitation only type of thing, or you just asked to be a partner and they made you a partner. So nope, I didn't have to negotiate it, MacPod. It was just, they just gave it to me. And furthermore, I wasn't exclusive to Twitch. I could stream on other platforms. I just couldn't stream concurrently the same feed to YouTube, or I'm sorry, to Twitch and other platforms. So I was never under an exclusivity deal like a lot of people were. So I don't know why I got that contract, but I did, and it was awesome. So yeah. But yeah, I know I'm lower than you, but could have thought this would be a big thing. Yeah, no joke, Big Rud. They call it 730 on Twitch the super sub button. Oh, jeez, really? You can apply for it if you have 3 and 4. Really? Interesting. I just thought signups that they were changing all that and getting rid of the 70-30 program altogether if you made over a certain amount of money. But that was only going to affect like the top 1% of streamers. But I've already believed that Twitch had to lower creator payments due to increased cost. Streamers gained in popularity over the years, and that means more subs overall. Oh, that's how it was. Yeah, copy that signups. Streamers gained popularity over the years, and that means more subs. It does mean more subs overall, Craig, but you got to realize that there's a lot of cost with streaming, I have no doubt. And the more people that watch things online, the greater the server costs, the greater the bandwidth costs. All that gets a bit crazy. My understanding about Twitch is they're not doing the greatest job of monetizing their ad revenue, or monetizing their advertisements, I should say. And they're just kind of blasting advertisements that aren't necessarily as targeted as, say, they would be on YouTube. Of course, YouTube's got access to all this Google data and metrics and stuff like that. So apparently their ROI on every click is much higher than that of Twitch, so they can get away with doing fewer ads and making more money for that reason. That was what I was watching. One streamer, who was I watching? I don't like not giving credit, but I was watching one streamer talk about that, and that was one of the reasons he presupposed that was the case. So what's up, Robinson? Devin Nash, that's who it was. Devin Nash made a video on that. Thank you, MacBot. So, but yeah. So we'll do a $4.99. I'll do loyalty badges and as many emotes I can fit in there. I don't know how many emotes they're gonna let me stick in there. Let me see here. Yeah, MacBot. Bring back salami. No, because you can get a strike. One of the onboarding messages I got was like, "Hey, be careful what you put your emoji in your loyalty badges, and you get a strike from it." And it's three strikes and you're out. So no salami, which I never had a salami emote, by the way. Good grief, that was not me. All right, so apparently I need to rate 20 of my videos before I can enable ads, which is weird. I don't know. I gotta go in there and say, hey, was there any cursing? Was there anything inappropriate? Was I doing anything unsafe? Was there any nudity? And I basically say no, and then we're good. So there's video advertising, memberships, we're going to enable that, and then fans. Fans can purchase goods on your channel to connect with you during live streams, premieres, and uploads. Features include super chat, super stickers, and super thanks. I think that's going to be something like cheer. So I'm going to get that enabled as well. Let me see what the membership deals are, or as far as how... can you not curse? Oh yeah, you can curse. You just gotta... Okay, so if I do one level, so I can do... All right, what are we gonna call the levels? Squad member. Do I want to do it because... Yeah, I was gonna do. I mean, so I can do multiple. I'm only gonna do one level for now. I'm gonna do one level for now, so I can. Because one thing I can't do is I guess making edits to what the memberships cost. You can't change that again in the future. So I can change perks, but I can't change the cost without deleting everyone's subscription or something like that. So I want to be careful with that. But so perks for loyalty badges. We're gonna have emojis. We're gonna have loyalty badges. Here's some of the perks on here. You got member-only live streams, member-only live chats. I don't think I want to do that at this point. I don't know if I ever will, but that's basically saying if you're not a member, you can't watch the live stream, which I don't know. That would no. I don't know if we're gonna do it just yet. Maybe one day. I can't say I never will, but yeah, and that's not for all videos, just for some videos. Twitch had a first bet. I don't know, Tintin. I don't know about that. Video perks exclusive member-only videos. So there are some videos I can make member-only. And then there's early access to new videos. So I could put, that could also be a perk. Other community perks is member shout-outs, members-only polls, priority reply to comments, member-only chat rooms, gameplay with you, connecting on social media, photos and status updates, exclusive wallpapers, exclusive gifts, discounted merchandise, and virtual video collaborations. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff that's all built into YouTube. It's pretty cool. So belt colors for the levels, and we could do that too. But man, so I want to give as many perks as we can. I could always add perks, I guess. I think right now just leave it to the loyalty badges and emoji, and then if I add a perk, I could do. I don't even know what members chat. I need to figure out what some of these are. So, yeah, let me see. I don't know what you would call this, like level 1 squad, because I always say, you know, join the squad and everything, and yeah. So, I don't know. Squad tier 1, want to do squad tier 1? I mean, would you want to call it that? I don't know if I want to call it squad tier 1, squad tier 2. What do I want to call that? White belt? Call it white belt. Super squad for a high tier. Alpha 1? Oh man. We're sounding really tactical now. Tier 1 sucks the pores of chat. Can we get those tier 4? Hey, we do have a tier 4, Wolfie. I mean, there is. I can add up to 4 tiers or more. Leave squad in it. Yeah, I think we could have squad in it. Squad member. We got squad member. Copy that, Craig. Well, make this member. We'll call it squad member. I put dash alpha team, bravo team. There we go. Here's the little deputy. Good grief. The only thing bad about saying alpha and bravo team and delta team and all that kind of stuff is because is you know, generally alpha is like the best, right? Like that's the first team. Well, if I have all these other, I don't know, chat. I don't know. I hate doing this stuff. Because there's no going back after I do this. We did say we're going to do it for $5, $4.99. Holy crap, chat! They literally have a preset level in here at $500. What in the heck? $500. What would I charge you guys $500 for? Like. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. Hey, there you go. Hey, Ara, we call it beta males and females. That's what, you know. Just do that. We get to come visit you and pet the cat. Oh, good grief! Plain flat out weekend with the pew pews. There you go. Although I'd probably get in trouble with that from YouTube because of the gun stuff. Beta, alpha, omega. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Let me look up something with that. Can you change membership name on YouTube? Monetization. Cat is gone. You changed your name for on the air from because that's what I'm trying to figure out is if I call level name. Can you change level name? All these things is can you change channel name? Surely I can change it. All right, we're just gonna call it Alpha Squad. Doughboy Squad. Ah, jeez. Oh, really? Is that it? And I just hit done? I don't know if Alpha's the best, is it not? I feel like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta Squad. I mean, I guess maybe not. Alright, so here's where I can put here worked. Spend the time to your offers now. Consider these. Hey, thanks for the sub there, Jordan. Okay, I gotta figure this out. How do I do this? Beginning fledgling apprentice. Oh, good grief! Little deputy. You guys, I'm trying to forget about that daggum night. That was a crazy night. trying to forget about the little deputy thing. Alright, I think we're just going to do... I think we're just going to do Alpha Squad for now. We're just going to do Alpha Squad for now. Is streaming going to be restaurant bounty hunting? Something to do with all that under restaurant and bar? So, Craig, I don't think I want to brand the channel around bounty hunting. As this goes back to you know, why they made the change from Stephen F. Ray to Stephen Ray. Who was here back in the Stephen F. Ray days? Anybody here from the Stephen F. Ray days? Because back then, I was, you know, when I first started streaming on Twitch, it was Stephen F. Ray, and it was Fugitive Recovery Agent. Like that, the whole channel was just Fugitive Recovery Agent. And okay, so there's quite a bit of you in here that was from the literal beginning. I wanted to get away from that because I didn't want to just be the bounty hunter guy, even though I might forever be the bounty hunter guy. I do want to try to broaden. Josh, what's going on, man? Yeah, longest subscriber, that's for sure. I want to broaden the horizons of what I stream, the content I put on Twitch at the time. So I don't want to be, and hence why I did Stephen IRL. I just, you know, so case in point, I was at a after we had our testing the other day, which we had a crazy hold on, let me pull it up here. We had some testing the other day, and let me show you guys. So this is so I train at this school. So I had a really good training session. Got a bunch of people tested for blue belt, or not tested for blue belt, but I should say, move my camera out of the way here. A bunch of people tested for, or got awarded blue belt, and then did a lot, also other testings for white stripes, and yeah, there's me. And then, but man, we had so many people there. It's freaking awesome. So like, it's literally 2 hours, just tons and tons of jiu-jitsu. But anyhow, we go out to eat afterwards. And you know, I don't talk about all the crap that I do all the time. I talk about a lot of gun stuff with some of the guys there, because there's actually some of these guys that, you know, it's kind of crazy. I was talking to one. There's a guy that I've been training with for a year, and we start talking about guns, and then I mentioned Paul, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I know Paul Van Dunk." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I've taken one of his classes." I'm like, "What?" It's just crazy. It's just a small freaking world, but you know, I start talking about, because someone's heard that I do gun stuff, I teach gun stuff. Someone else, I like climb towers, I own my own company. And someone heard about bounty hunting, and then, you know, someone hears about streaming on Twitch and all this kind of stuff. It's like, you know, so it's almost like I feel like if I was one hearing some of the stuff, I would think this guy is so full of crap, and he is such a liar, because there's no way that he does all this crap. You know, it's like, so I say all to say that bounty hunting is just one aspect of all the other crazy stuff I get myself into, and I enjoy streaming it and sharing it and doing all that stuff. So hence why I went from Stephen FRA to Stephen IRL. And honestly, this is also a record of all the crap that I do. So if people think I'm lying about all the stuff that I've done, I can say, well, here it is on my YouTube. You can go watch it. Because I'm not lying. I actually did do all this crazy stuff. You know, these things actually did happen on our own little corner of the internet way back in the day. Now, we don't know if we're going to be making much more memories beyond this point, but, you know, that is what it is. So, but yeah. Let me see. I don't know why this is not letting me. Oh, select I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out, because it's not letting me go through with the perks here. It's like it's wanting me to add another additional perk other than what I've already done. So let's do member only polls. Okay. Now I can add loyalty badge. Okay, so I can add 1, 2, 3, 6 loyalty badges. 4. Okay, I probably can new enter leading. Okay, got it. So I can add new levels. I can't change the price ever. That's fine. They have to review it. Wow, there's a lot. I got to read this contract. Holy smokes, there's a lot in there. Yep, I'll need to add all that in. So, you know, at least I know how much we're going to start this sucker out at. I think $5. So you're going to have 3 different perks. One, you're going to have loyalty badges. You're going to have emotes, and you have member-only polls that I can do. So, what's the new camera you got? So I don't have it yet. Track days. I would like to get. I need to get DSLR. Just all there is to it. I need to get DSLR. Something for, and I need to get a new. I need to get a new HDMI transmission system. So I was streaming with a Polyland HDMI transmission system, which worked great for years. This is what I used for years, and it for what it was worked well. It's going out on me, and the warranty is about out. So I need to replace this. I could buy another one. They make it. This is a newer version of what I had, or I thought about upgrading. It's quite a bit more expensive, but where is it at? Is it this? Yeah, not the $7,000 one. Frick. There's a. That's a 5,000 foot range. Look at that, chat. 5,000 foot wireless range. That's incredible. But yeah, I'm not doing that. At least not until I'm rich and famous. Let's see, Bolt. Wow, 6 gigahertz. That's kind of cool. All right, so yeah, something like this. This is a lot more expensive, but this would be something to consider. 700. The range is crazy on these things. They also have SDI on there, which is nice. It has 6 gigahertz wireless frequency access, so that's awesome. We're starting to incorporate 6 gig. Even this is a lot more expensive than I used to see. Wow, max 12,000. Jiminy Christmas, that is insane, insane. One day, chat. One day, that would be really freaking cool to have. But that would allow me to have the camera all set up on the. And be able to not have to have the whole streaming setup go with it. There's some ways around this though. I'm just looking at that. But you know, because I don't necessarily need the Bolt 60. Where's the old series? Do they not sell the old series? The Bolt 5. Wow, I don't even know if they sell it anymore. That's kind of crazy. And the FCC just opened up the 6 gig for broadcast. But yeah, I don't know if I necessarily need that. Anyhow, so stuff like that. This kind of stuff I need, and it costs money, lots of money. So, all right, chat. Thank you so very much for your guys' input. I really do appreciate you guys' input on this stuff. Again, I'm doing all this on my own, so I don't really have anybody to bounce this stuff off of in a big way. So I really do appreciate all of your guys' opinions on it and feedback, so I can hopefully make this better for everybody. Because that's the goal. I just want to make it enjoyable and make it fun to engage with. So, anyhow, copy that, Track Days. Hey, what's up, Colonel? I know. I'm trying to look, chat. There's no one doing stuff like this. Like, as far as I know, IRL streaming on YouTube. Like, who else is IRL streaming on YouTube? Like, I'm not saying there's no one doing it, but it's such a niche thing, and I think it's the capacity to be something huge. It's just not there yet, and so we're kind of leading and potentially paving the way for how this gets done. I'm meeting with some other people in marketing here in the next week or so, and trying to get a marketing strategy and how to make this work. You know, hey, I was watching a video on Reese Witherspoon on a business channel that I follow. I didn't realize she's a freaking genius. You know she's like almost a billionaire. Basically what she does is she had a she formed a book club. And with this book club, this private subscription-based book club, people like pay to be a part of this book club, you know, to kind of be, you know, close to her, whatever. And what she does is that she goes to these publishing companies, and she's like, hey, I will showcase your book in my book club in exchange for the rights to make a movie on said book that I showcase in my book club. You know, and so they pay her, apparently, to showcase their book in her book club, who those people are paying subscription to be a part of, or whatever. And then what she does is she then makes a movie based on said book and promotes it to her book club, who obviously are going to go see the book or see the movie now, and she gets the royalties for all that freaking revenue. And it's like, this chick is a genius, and I love that to death. I mean, just because she's created a system of that they're all adjacent to one another, that benefit one to another. It's Reese Witherspoon, the freaking actor, and it's great. And it's like, man, so you know, I'm trying. I really would just like to be able to. Again, I want to try to start the foundation right. Like, I feel like I'm such a noob to social media. I am such a noob to social media. I don't feel like I am one. And so there's so much for me to learn, and there's so much that could potentially be done. I just need to, I need to get a plan together. It's basically put a business plan together for this. So anyhow, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for your patience. It's been it's been 6 weeks, almost 2 months. I've been banned on Twitch. I'm just now getting monetized on YouTube. And like I said, I've been really super busy with work with the sell the company, which is going to free up so much more time for me to do some other things here on social media. And I'm really looking forward to the journey and the next step with this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy, but it's going to be fun. So mark my words, it's about to get real. So we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you guys very much again, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.